Okay, so today is sort of my friends come to visit today. One is Nicole, who I met several years ago at UTI. But I'm so happy that Karen Kim of the Jasper String Quartet is able to be with us today. I worked real hard with Mr. and Mrs. Freivogel to make sure we found a weekend when the members of the Jasper Quartet were here. They were just in California and in Idaho and New York State in this last week, so they get around. But it's really wonderful to have her here, especially because I think we all feel closer to the people who helped us during COVID and the kind of situations we had. And she was good enough, along with other members of her quartet and other members of our faculty, who, when we couldn't rehearse and had to all be on Zoom, do we remember that or what? That we were able to hold things together so that when we could come back together in the space here, people were ready. So I'm so happy that she's here again with us. Please welcome Karen Kim. We have two violinists to play for you today. Our first performer will be Regan Lee. Regan is going to play for us the first movement of the Barber Concerto. She is accompanied by Judy Kim, and she's a student of Mr. Parker. And we have a stand here. You come and figure it out. Regan.
Oh. So nice to hear you play. You know, Regan was in my cohort during the pandemic, and I haven't seen her or heard her since then. I mean, it's just really great to like hear and see how far you've come. Like great teaching and all that stuff, and you know, beautiful sound, excellent intonation. Um, how long have you been working on this? Started at the end of the summer. Okay, it's so wonderful already. Um, I think you're doing such a great job, and I feel like you're at the point now where you can start to find more color and more freedom in the piece. You're set up so well, and I think a lot of it has to do with you that you use your bow. Really, I noticed that you often don't use just like the last 2 inches of your bow here. At this hip, have you heard this before? Yeah, so maybe we can see if we can work on finding more comfort at the frog in the tip. But let's see. Let's just start at the beginning and tell me what kind of a feeling do you want to have at the beginning? Like I'm missing something and I'm trying to. Oh, interesting. Yeah. And tell me more about that. I think it's just up and down. Oh, like when it's weird. Yeah. Can I give you another idea to think about? You can take it or leave it. We can just try it right now. To me, there's something very, it's almost like soaring about the beginning. You know, it starts with a really open chord and it just has that beautiful roll in the orchestra part. So we could try creating this really open, kind of, like very extroverted. Why don't you give that a try and see how it feels? Yeah, I thought that was great. Then when you get to here and it starts to raise over in it, you know, then you can make that a little bit. Then you have more space to have a different color. Okay? Let's keep working on the beginning a little bit. So when you want to have this really big open feeling, what do you do? Use all your bow. Use all your bow, yeah. I think also though, I think a big part of it is the preparation and the way you cue yourself in, right? I can be thinking big and open, but if it's never going to be the same as if like you have to give yourself a lot of momentum with your bow. So give yourself, first of all, just kind of sure you're feeling grounded, right? The floor is so important. So feeling really grounded, like you have lots of energy. Take a big breath and give yourself a big cue with your bow. I'm gonna just work just harp on you a little bit with this. So when you give yourself the cue, you can even move your bow past the frog, right? Because then when you come down to land, you'll have more velocity into the string. I'll try it again. I love what you did with it. Oh, that was beautiful. And I think you're very responsible with your bow usage, which is really great. Where do you want the top of this first string to be? Yeah, I agree. So when you get where's the bottom? Yeah, I agree also. So here is like where you should be monotone. And when you're gonna be on a downward here, right? Make sure like out of your downward also. Yeah. So then you're doing this different download, you're getting closer and closer to the frog, and you're all the way to the top. Maybe, that's just what I'm kidding. You have to. You have to make the space ready to hear you before you start, right? Then when you get to this part, let's see. Where this is, you play this kind of the change as an officer, which I really like. And then where do you want the biggest part of that phrase to be? Or that phrase? Yeah, that is definitely the way to play it. And let me give you another idea to try. I think I love that you go up the G string here, and I would keep right now. But I think actually, you try going all the way here. You don't just so you keep the sound up, and then you can make more of this window. Let's try from measure 8. It's like a big change of color. This is a long line. Okay, just because we don't have a ton of time, let's move on to another pod. So when we get here, what do you think the feeling is there now? Very fun. Yeah, tell me about what is so late. Yeah, I definitely think there's something playful about that. Harmonically, there's something different about it. Yeah, but like in terms of what's scary for again? Also listen to harmony, listen to you could be even a little slower, like yeah, no, it's okay if we can't name all the parts. I can't name all either. We could just hear the piano part once at 33 and just listen to like the feeling of harmony. Right? And there's all these like weird seventh chords in there. So I wonder, like along with this idea that you have of the swell thing, if you So not so light, right? Does that explain? So what can you do with your bow to make it feel like it's pulling more and show more of the harmonic research? Yeah, I'm not necessarily saying to play louder. That I think it's not necessarily about playing louder, but about feeling the connection. So so instead of the difference. Yeah, I think it's kind of feel like you ever thought about pulling your boat into the bridge? No, so instead of like almost like that feeling like you're coming into the bridge, what do you think it does to sound when you do that? Yeah, yeah. The thing that I'm really trying to do is make it sound more tense, because there's a lot of harmonic tension here. So it's when your bow is going really freely over the string, you watch where my bow is contacting, like in relation to the bridge. It's really different. Like in between the notes, I'm thinking about pulling the bridge so we feel the connection one on one. Maybe you can just try going here and just think about that in between the notes, try to have a little more tension going into the bridge. It's like that. Yeah, or you can go from the jump beat. Yeah, how does that feel? Yes, you're gonna get a lot more sound out of your instrument if you're able to do that. So then you can really contrast like when you have these light moments, right? Where it can be floating and light, and then when you really want it to be like digging into the string or more tense, you can kind of use that kind of feeling for the bridge. Let's do one more thing before we stop. Okay. I love this part of the piece because it's like the big climax and it's not hard, so you can just really rock out, you know? So I think like when you get here, this is a part where like you should use your whole bow for every single note, yeah? And you should not be shy about it. Do you want to do the lead in or you want to just go right on it? We can go right on it. Just, you know, let go and use your whole bow and play super big.
Our next performer is Elliot Anderson. Elliot is a student of Juliet Kang and Ryan Meehan, and he will be performing the first movement of the Grieg Sonata, and his accompanist is Ramsey Reyes. And you guys are set?
intonation, wonderful sound, really great. Yeah, really, really great. I have a couple of musical ideas, and then, just a couple of violinistic questions for you, because you sound so great. Do you feel uncomfortable when you go to the frog?
Sometimes, because my arms are kind of long.
You have really long arms. Yeah, yeah. I feel like if there's a way to get more comfort with that, you'll be able to open up even more in the big parts, right? Can you, it's the hard thing. Yeah. Can you just put your bow at the frog on the string? And I think, like, yeah, it's usually you're gonna be kind of, yeah, like your bow's not right? Yeah, that looks really great. And then move it like down to your left hand. Yep. And then keep making your way to the tip, like 1 inch at a time. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. And then what happens when you go back to the front half? No, oh sorry, 1 inch at a time. Yeah, that's good. The thing I'm noticing right now while you're doing this is that like this part of your arm looks really free, right? Like as you're going up to the frog, this looks nice and open. But I think a lot of times when you're playing through your piece, as you go to the frog, you kind of do this. You
My point is that the pattern has changed, right? At D, you have the melody and the piano has the commentary, and now the piano has the melody and you have the commentary, right? So you listen to the piano and then you have the melody, right? Okay, let's go from 126.
sorry, I liken these to being kind of the speed dating way of doing a master class, but it's so nice to hear both students and artists and work through. Unfortunately, we're out of time, and I have to send everybody to their other rehearsals so I don't get in trouble. But thank you so much, Karen, for being with us today. I just want to remind you all that the Jasper Quartet does 4 concerts a year in Chestnut Hill. Next one is December 10th, maybe? 12th?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like
It's a
that.
Tuesday.
In Chestnut Hill. Yeah, it's a Tuesday this time, not a Thursday. December 10th, and there's always a major piece from the traditional literature, at least one, and also introducing composers that some of us don't know. But it's really a great way to hear both Mr. and Mrs. Freivogel, Karen, and their partner Andrew, and it's a really wonderful thing that you can obtain and you can get to right here in the city. So we're happy you're here with us on a Saturday, and we'll see you again real soon. Thank you. Next Saturday, during this time, we will be having a student recital, and we'll hear from a number of our students at that time. Thanks again, everybody.
Regan.